The effervescent approach of this vocalist perfectly encapsulates the infectious charm of early 60s New Orleans R&B. This singer specialized in good-humored music with a touch of second-line funk thrown in to make it all the more irresistible. Although he had already waxed a couple of singles, he caught the country by surprise in 1961 with his deceptively simple nursery rhyme style. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Lee Dorsey. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born Irvin Lee Dorsey on December 2nd, 1924 in New Orleans, Louisiana, Dorsey was a childhood friend of Fats Domino before his family moved to Portland, Oregon by the age of 10. He served in the United States Navy in World War II and began a career in prize fighting. Boxing as a featherweight in Portland in the early 1950s, he fought under the name Kid Chocolate and was not successful, fighting only one time and being knocked out in the second round. He returned to New Orleans in 1955, where he opened an auto repair business as well as singing in clubs at night. Dorsey found himself recording singles for several different labels, most of which made little noise. In 1961, he signed with Bobby Robinson's Fury Records, where he entered the studio with producer Toussaint for the first time. Dorsey's nonsense "Diddy ya ya ya" it may sound funny, but I don't believe. Reportedly inspired by a children's rhyme, became his first national hit that year, reaching the pop top 10 and hit #1 on the R&B charts. Despite its popularity, following it up turned out to be difficult, and with a large family to support, Dorsey returned to his auto repair business after a few more singles flopped. Still, Toussaint loved Dorsey's voice and kept him in mind for future sessions. Toussaint's hunch paid off in 1965 when, signed to the Amy label, Dorsey turned Ride Your Pony into a top 10 R&B hit. The accompanying album of the same name sold respectably as well, and Dorsey began cutting a multitude of Toussaint compositions, often with the legendary New Orleans funk ensemble The Meters as his studio backing band. The new Lee Dorsey was released later in 1966 and supplied Dorsey's best known song, The Irresistible Working in a Coal Mine, with its clanking sound effects and Dorsey's comic exclamations.
I've been rolled around. I'm too tired for having fun.
Working in a Coal Mine. It became his second top 10 pop hit and signature song, and Dorsey toured internationally with the Meters backing him up. A few follow-ups, particularly Holy Cow,
Doing what you do with child. Holy smoke, girl,
and Everything I Do Gonna Be Funky From Now On.
just do what you can do. Oh, shucks.
Met with some success, but Dorsey was once again hard-pressed to duplicate his big hit and once again left music for the practical concern of running his business. 1970's Yes We Can was his last album for some time, with the title track becoming his last chart single.
Make it if we try. Oh, yes we can, I know we can, and yes we can. Break us, somebody, yes we can, I know.
After guesting on the Southside Johnny the Asbury Jukes cut How Come You Treat Me So Bad, Dorsey attempted a comeback in 1977 with the ABC album Night People, which wasn't a commercial success despite mostly positive reviews. Still, it was enough to land him supporting slots on tours by the likes of James Brown, Jerry Lee Lewis, and even The Clash, whose 1980 tour was his last major concert jaunt. In the meantime, other artists mined his back catalog for covers working in a coal mine. Was redone by Robotic New Waver's Devo and country duo The Judge, John Lennon, and Buckwheat Zydeco Everything I Do Gonna Be Funky From Now On by jazzman Lou Donaldson, and Yes We Can by the Pointer Sisters under the new title, Yes We Can. Dorsey continued to perform sporadically, as opportunities presented themselves until he contracted emphysema, where he later passed in New Orleans on December 1st, 1986 at the age of 61. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song from Lee Dorsey?